Ladies and gentlemen, innovator, certified image consultant, professional speaker, president CEO of Image Evolution, and co-author of My Style, My Way, I present Dawn Stebbing.
Welcome to Color Outside Your Lines, your new career image. And what does that mean to you, your new career image, and how does color play a role in that? Today, I'm going to tell you that color plays a huge role in our images every single day. It's not just one day, 2 days, it's every single day. So we're going to talk a little bit about image. The I in image stands for what is your image? How do you want to be portrayed throughout the day? How do you want other people to see you? How do you want to show up in the world? How does that look to you? Is it professional? Is it classy? Sophisticated? Casual? Sloppy? What is it? What are the words that ties you to that? You can take sophisticated, for instance, and put color with that. So what's a sophisticated color? Anyone want to shoot that out? What would be a sophisticated color?
Purple.
Purple. Anyone else?
Yellow.
Yellow. Anyone else? Okay, great. Purple, yellow. Purple could be very sophisticated. Yellow may not be a very sophisticated color. But that's okay. Yellow can fit in another area of our life. Yellow in business is probably not a good color. So I would say yellow would not be a good career color choice, for instance. Purple may be a good color choice, for instance. But it depends. You would not show up in a purple suit, would you? No. But you could have purple underneath. You can wear that as an accent color. What about if you wanted to look classy? What colors would you pick out from there? Anyone?
Red.
Red. Navy. Any? Charcoal? Any other ones?
Gray.
Gray? Gray is a great classic color. Great classic color in corporate. Navy is another good classic color. It's a great color. When you're wearing navy, you feel a little more respected. Red is not a good color in the corporate world. Does anybody know what red does to you? Have any idea? Or anything in general. What does red remind you of? And when you said fired up, what does that remind you of?
Excitement.
Arrogance? Excitement? Pardon?
Romance.
Romance? Have you ever seen a fire engine going down the road? A red fire engine going down the road? And you hear the sirens going off? What happens to you when you hear that? Do you get a little scared? Does your heart start beating a little bit? Yeah. It's more about your heart. It starts racing faster and faster. But yes, red for romance is also really good, which is something you may want to wear when you have a first date, for instance. If you want to attract the man to you, red's a good color. Let's look at the M in image. Motivation. How motivated are you in your careers today to go to the next level, to get promoted, to get the sale, to do a good job? How motivated are you? Do you know your clothing, your wardrobe has a lot to do with your motivation? How you show up and what you're wearing is a huge part of your motivation. What colors you wear is part of your motivation. So let's say today you just got out of bed and you just threw on something. And it happened to be black, for instance. Black shirt, black pants, just because that's all you had. That's the only thing that was clean in your closet. How often does that happen? You only have one clean thing in your closet, so you throw it on. What does black feel to you? How does it feel to you? How does it look? Why did you put it on? Can anyone answer? Why would you put black on today?
Blend in.
Blend in.
It's easy to wear.
Easy to wear? Anyone else? A lot of us tend to put black on. One, it makes us look slimmer, which is true. It does. Dark colors make you look slimmer. One of the biggest ones is laziness, because we didn't think about what we wanted to wear today, where we were going, who we were going to present to, what meeting we were going to show up to, what sales call I had to go to. We didn't think that out. And I want to encourage you to think about your day and how you want to show up. How motivated are you to get that sale? How motivated are you to move up in the company? Think about that. Think about how you dress daily. Don't dress down for everyone else. Dress up for yourself. Let's go to A. Kind of blends in with motivation. A is for attitude. What's your attitude behind all this? Do you have an I don't care attitude? The boss is going to be gone. I don't have to do this today. Do you have an attitude like, oh my gosh, I got this great client coming in. I want to look the best. I want to be the best today. So what should I wear? What should I put on? What's going to make me look the best today? Do you have an attitude that everybody else looks this way, so why don't I? Do you have the attitude of, they always dress down, why should I dress up? You should always be thinking opposite. How do you want to show up? How do you want to perform? How do you want to make a difference? That attitude that you have should be a good attitude. It should be, hey, I want that promotion. I better start looking the part. Or, who can I help today? Who can I help? And how is that going to affect me? Or the sale, for instance. Oh my gosh, if you look the part and you wore the right outfit and the right clothes and the right color, you just may get that sale. What if it was a $10,000 sale? That would make your day, wouldn't it? That's attitude. Have a great attitude. Let's go to G. G for grooming. This one's my favorite. Grooming is a huge, huge part of your day, huge part of your image. Because I'll tell you, this is what people see first, is your face. That's the first thing that they see, and that's how first impressions start. Is eye contact and how you look up here. So, how do you start with grooming? First of all, I really highly suggest getting a great haircut. One that you don't have to fuss with on a daily basis. One that's going to look great on you, face shape-wise. Also, highly suggest possibly looking at hair color if you are graying in any areas around the face here. Some of us tend to look great as we gray. Like men, for instance, you tend to look more sophisticated and well-qualified. Where women, we tend to look older and less qualified. I'm going to tell you a little story. There's this one time that I had looked in this mirror. It was a magnifying mirror. And I don't know why I looked into it, but I was looking into it, and all of a sudden I saw this big, long hair. And I thought it was hair off my head, you know, just stuck to my face. And I started pulling it and getting it off my face. Needless to say, it was connected. It was connected. The next, we're going to move on to the E. E is for etiquette. That goes back to the handshake, by the way. Etiquette is one of the biggest things, if any, because proper etiquette is going to get you a lot farther in business. And the first one is the handshake. How many of you have ever had a wet, fishy handshake? How many of you have ever had one of those tickly little handshakes? You know, kind of like a, yeah. How many have had the sweaty palm handshake? How about the vice breaker handshake, where they just want to basically crack your hand in half? And how many of you have had good, firm handshakes? Yes. I got to tell you, some of these young people that come to your house and they solicit their products for schools, these young kids do, and they come up and they shake your hand. I've had some of the best handshakes from these young kids. Nice and firm and very well done. And I will mention that to them. I'll go, oh my gosh, great handshake. And I'll ask, who taught you that? And they'll tell me, who do you think? Their dad, right? Great handshakes. Could be their grandfather, could be their uncle, but somebody taught them a great handshake. And they walk away knowing that they're proud of their product, they're proud of themselves, and that's going to go a long ways. And I do tell them, I said, you're going to go a long ways with that handshake, so keep it up. That's exactly what we all need to be doing. Because I'll tell you, if you don't have a good handshake, you're not expressing your confidence. You're not expressing your self-esteem to these other people. You're coming in weak. You want to be strong. You want your shoulders to be up, your self-esteem to be up. You want to be on, and you want to show people that you know what you're doing. You want to show people that you care about them, and you care about yourself, and you're going to help them. Good handshake also goes along with good eye contact. So if I'm going to look at you and say your name and come up to you and shake your hand, I'm going to shake your hand and go, hi, Joanne, nice to meet you. Well, how am I going to know her name is Joanne? Because she has a name badge on. And if she's wearing her name badge in the proper position, which would be on the right side, and why is that? Does anybody in here know? Yes, it's because you shake hands with your right hand. We all do. I've never seen a left-handed shaker, by the way. Is there any in here? Okay. A right-handed shaker, you always shake hands with your right hand. Your name tag should be here so people can see your name tag as you're shaking hands and giving you eye contact. So they look here to grab your hand, look up at your name tag, and then give you eye contact. That's what they want to do. Great etiquette pieces right there. If you can take anything, take those 3 pieces into anything that you do from here on in. Whether you're shaking hands with the CEO, the CFO, your manager, a sales call, a new client, wherever you go, make sure you have a nice firm handshake and it's not breaking someone's hand. Men do have to be a little lighter and gentler for some women because we probably don't have the firmness that some men do, but just be gentle. We all have to be gentle, but we all can be firm at the same time. With that said, go back and recap our image a little bit and just rehash what I said about color and about image and how that ties together. Again, I for image. How do you want to show up and how color can actually tie into that? M for motivation. How motivated are you to wear color, to work, to dress appropriately, to come off respected? What colors are you going to bring forth in your career? A for attitude. Is your attitude going to be a good attitude? Are you going to show up happy ready to go to work, caring about what you put on that day to care enough about performing that day? G, are you going to be well-groomed? You going to take care of yourself that way too? And E, etiquette. Who are you going to meet? Who are you going to shake hands with today? How are you going to shake their hand? Are you going to give them great eye contact? With that said, it is not money that makes you well-dressed. It's understanding. And that is by Christian Dior. Thank you.